mean, you can just shoot it through, but then you're not going to get punished most of the time. You kind of want to parry the landing hit if you can, or something else, but punching it can be really hard if you don't have a very fast shoot option.
Is that about Palutena being able to delay hitboxes? Oh, right off the bat, Mythra side B, and putting yourself in disadvantage against Byleth. Let's see how that went. So far, pretty bad. That was also pretty bad. Getting the first stock up after getting 360%. Let's see if he can bounce back.
So what I noticed in bracket against MK was unable to punish for some reason. Was that he lacks some roll a lot. I think it's also kind of par for the course with Byleth, because he doesn't, like, especially in the corner, he doesn't really have a lot of options. Like rolling is very good for reversing. He can also just nair off the corner, but there's not really many more options.
Yeah, that's true. Byleth is a very slow character. He also he rolled again, yes, as you said.
Tails
going for the up B.
caliber of player that definitely should be able to punish this habit.
But as of now, he's getting kind of destroyed, honestly. He didn't really get a hit on MK so far. MK just is dead.
They're very interesting, trying to go off and happy a lot, like you said. Was very good in the matchup.
Yeah.
He didn't do that against me, against Rob, which it's also pretty good against, because Rob has a pretty slow recovery and big hurtbox. But we haven't seen him hit yet.
Yeah, I've seen like 20 upbeats so far from MK, which is honestly not a bad move as long as he's not getting punished for it, right? Everything is optimal as long as he's not getting punished. As of now, it doesn't look too bad, but foresight from Tails, getting him back on stage and getting the ledge shot here. Let's see if he can...
Very nice.
He went for it all. He didn't lose too much actually, and still in the advantage because of the early SD.
It seems like it was just a one-time thing. Okay, didn't get, or rather Tails didn't end up getting punished, but threw out the side B when MK was still off stage, and he just threw out the arrow. Didn't hit, was a bit too high, but maybe something that Tails has to watch out for.
Yeah. MK getting lots of upbeats. Like, I'm seriously wondering how he's getting so many at the time. Like, is that something you noticed from Tails playing earlier, very jump heavy, like no buff, or is it just throwing it out because of the matchup? That was a nice turnaround gap for Tails. Getting backstage control and keeping the game close, even though MK lost the first stock for free, it actually looks kind of even. Oh. The FTL side area trade here.
Best of 5 starts with top 8, and we're just right outside of top 8. So I assume afterwards we're gonna have the losers matches. Oh no, we still have Kiss to Zebra, yeah. And after that, the loser matches, and then I assume we're gonna have a break, and then top 8, which is best of 5.
Yeah. That's also really deep. I'm really wondering sometimes what people thought about Byleth's recovery.
Going down, but doesn't get the side piece.
That should be an F tilt, yeah, right. Stocks are even again, and K is doing actually really, really well. I was expecting more of Tails, being the invader.
Let's see if he just kind of jinxed it for MK, or he can touch it out.
But his rolls weren't punished yet. It's like the 5th time he rolled out of corner, and MK wasn't able to take advantage of that. Maybe he doesn't want to commit just yet, keeping it, leaving it for the second round. But yeah, we're gonna find out soon. As of now, it looks basically dead even, honestly. With Byleth's skill power consideration, especially. And Tails for the F smash call out and then straight up following up with a dash attack.
I think he's doing a lot of like preemptive callouts that he doesn't really need to.
Yeah, especially not with Mythra.
Like punishing landings, pretty easy.
But
then again, you want to get like a kill option if you can to those percentages instead of just like dash attack. Because even if you get Byleth off stage, you know, you get a ledge shot out of it, which is pretty good.
Oh, missing the forward throw attack. Tails taking the first game, which is something like Mythra can do until like 80 to 90% against most characters, forward throw into attack chase.
Yeah, but we just saw extremely even game, even though we had this early SD by MK at the beginning. So let's see if without the SD he can just make this work and get a good upset.
Yeah. So looks like they can't really decide on which stage to go, but it's just PS2 again. That's what most Ultimate players like, right?
Just not that. I think I. Never mind.
So getting for the rerun, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. MK didn't really have troubles because of the stage and basically lost because ESD did 0. Let's see if Tails can adapt this time actually and close the game out by himself. Yeah, he's taking control early on, keeping MK in the corner, looking much cleaner and advantage this time. It's basically almost the opposite from the first game. One person getting 60%, the other person getting 0%. And right now he's camping.
You're both done camping. Yeah, look at Tails. She's just jumping on the platform.
Yeah, honestly, I can see that strategy, making Byleth approach, because Mythra is just so much slower. And the first game, Mythra was the one approaching, even though he was not behind, and that was costly. Honestly, characters which are slow, if you approach them, they lose their disadvantage on being slow, right? That's also happening with Steve. Steve is really bad at approaching, but if other people have to approach him, it doesn't matter anymore that he's slow, right? And it's similar to Byleth, so making Byleth approach is actually a good call here, in my opinion.
Sure, if you have the lead, then why not just use it? Not a lot of options. You can just kind of jump into areas or just run in there, but both of those pretty punishable.
Yeah, especially with Byleth being a little slower on the area startup time, I feel like just empty hopping, being able to foresight on reaction might be a very good thing. And getting the switch into up be very nice. Well played from Tails. Well, that was interesting. And the reverse down smash in neutral and the up smash in neutral from MK. I feel like he's getting a little bit anxious here, but honestly he needs to do some crazy stuff to
just empty hops right into Tails, but punish. But still, really hard for him to get out of the corner. He stopped rolling.
I mean, Tails just got the first roll punish with an F tilt, but now just now MK started rolling again, or at least rolled again, got out of the corner for free. So,
yeah, now again the roll,
getting punished
really
by
making sure to punish the silent.
Nice. Call out again. This is not punishable from Byleth.
This is very annoying. Not punishable, and then you're just stuck in the corner with a low shield.
Yeah. There are just a few characters you can even punish it from match. Like characters with a very high jump or fast options out of jump. But yeah, let's see. Let's go into roll again. Very nice from Tails adapting there, calling out the
I
rolls.
think it should be enough. I don't think I can make it back.
Yeah, actually the drift from Tails was kind of scary because if MK got the up B hit there, he would have made it back.
Staring at each other on the inner platform. And punish for Tails. Okay, in the corner, can he make it out? Okay, slowly getting to the stage. Tails just letting him get it. Just running away.
I really like what Tails is doing. It's like trying to frustrate the opponent and with punishing the long end leg for moves MK throws out sometimes. Covering for wall again and showing him to stop rolling. Yeah, getting the whiff push again.
He can just approach with those rising neutral airs. Because just gonna get the punch every time. The way Tails is playing right now.
Oh, that was a huge downhill from Pyra. The normal get up spot edge for the foresight. And the neutral B again.
Neutral B, but doesn't decimate the shield as much.
Yeah. And calling out for all doesn't look too good. Second
It
game.
doesn't seem like MK has really noticed it. Again, he doesn't have too many options anyways, but
Yeah.
it's definitely looking at those roll-ins, looking for those roll-ins.
That's something Toxic UFO and Longo also do a lot. Like if they find a gap in your play, they're gonna abuse it until you stop it. Gonna hit on it all the time. And similar to them, Tails does it just now. Just staying not too close at the ledge and covering wall and actually getting almost every second interaction. But holding
nice.
shield here, so that might be a kill. Yeah, it is.
Signs of life from MK. He still has a whole nother stock.
Yeah,
Byleth very good at killing early, so maybe he can do it, but then again he has to get through this impressive neutral advantage state.
Yeah, that just was the shielding in the air and then
No,
rolling.
please don't roll in. Okay, he didn't. He rolled in afterwards, but that wasn't too bad.
That was an interesting choice of punish against the Mythra up here. Again, doing the side B. No snipe. Covering wall maybe. And yeah, actually MK getting kind of back with the air touch on platform. But now not moving out of the corner. Being scared.
1.5 minutes on the timer. I don't think we're gonna see a timeout, but
I mean, Pyra down throw is
she might
killing
just
you, right?
be looking to actually do it if she doesn't find like an easy hit and just run off the clock.
I'm not sure if Mythra has...
246%.
I'm not sure if Mythra has a kill
last boost up, you saw somebody at like 300% basically, like 290 or something.
Was Sorrow against Terry actually. And now dash attack
Okay,
might
that's
kill.
enough.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tails also taking in 2-0.
very slow match. But all in all, very clean 2-0 by Tails as she lost to winner side top 8.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna